Like, um, I remember when I was a kid, I guess like a teenager. Was it a teen? Yeah, there was. Well, I guess in my high school or like just elementary school and like school life in general, I've met a lot of teachers in my in that like school career where some of them uh some of them I didn't respect, some of them I did, and the ones I did respect, I would be like a really great student. I would want to learn all this stuff. But then the ones that I didn't respect too much, I just didn't give them the time of day. Like I didn't care about them. Like I didn't try to get to know them. I didn't really try to talk to them. It's more so like I was just like, I don't know how to describe it, but um they like there was this teacher I had that was like a photography teacher where she would just say things like, I'm a teacher, not a tutor. Don't ask me for questions, ask your neighbor. Stuff like that. Like, and I did not respect that at all because a teacher teaches, and what is a question if not a teacher to answer? You know, what is a student if not a student? Like, what is a student with a question? That is literally what a teacher does, is should answer the questions of a student. And she just basically did just didn't want to the responsibilities of a teacher, and it sounded so messed up to me. And then one day, and I was not the type of kid to every teacher that, if you were to ask any teacher I had in high school, for the most part, they never saw me as a troublemaker at all. To be honest, it's kind of funny, but my vice principal didn't even remember or even know my name. You know why? Because I literally never got in trouble. And to the point that, like, I know, like, the higher ups didn't even know who I was. Like, though my vice principals only remembered the troublemakers' names. Um, and I just remember saying, I remember getting so frustrated with that class because she would go over the go over the slideshows that she was learning about, that she was teaching us in photography so fast that I could not keep up with what she was trying to teach us. And I got so annoyed because she kept pressuring us not to ask any questions that I just, you know what? I'm not going to do anything today. I don't feel like doing shit. I'm not going to sit here. I'm not going to learn. And then she told me to turn on my computer because this was like a computer lab kind of class. She told me to turn on my computer and I didn't want to do it. And so she kept bothering me to turn on my computer, and she kept telling me, she actually threatened me with a detention. While what was funny about that was, right while that was happening, there was a troublemaking student that for the past 5 days, that whole week, kept sitting and standing up, sitting and standing up, and walking around the class and not doing what he was supposed to do. And she kept like monitoring him and telling him to sit down and basically babying him the entire 5 days, that whole week, to get him to listen to her. And she did not once threaten him with a detention. So I was like, you're not. So I was like, completely, I was like, you know what? You're not going to do this. So I got up out of my chair. I went up to her. I told her in a quieted voice, because I was like, even though I was upset, I was still going to give her some respect, and not like be loud about me criticizing her. I basically told her, I was like, you're like, I said, are you really going to you're really going to threaten me with a detention when this entire week, this guy has been bothering the whole class, not sitting still, and you have not threatened him once with a detention? And then I said to her, you want to know why I'm not putting my computer on? It's because you don't want to teach, so I don't want to learn. And the reason why is because I don't want to learn is because you won't, because I don't understand what's going on, and you tell me that you don't want to answer questions, and that you're not a teacher. You're a teacher, not a tutor. So I should ask somebody else. Well, I have no neighbor near me. I'm all by myself in that corner. And then she started talking to me about how, well, I do so much as a teacher. I'm here way before I'm supposed to be. I work a lot as a teacher. How could you talk to me this way? And I said, I can't really exactly remember what I said, but I said something along the lines of like, well, you're not. Well, I said I don't. I'm gonna do what I need to do to pass this class, regardless of whether or not you're gonna teach me, and I'm gonna do my and you know, and that will be that. And I just walked. I walked up. I walked away, and I sat back in my seat. In that whole class, I turned on my computer, and I actually did start learning. So she left me alone. But after that, I was like, you know what? I was like, I'm still gonna pass this class, but I'm not gonna. I don't need her help to do it. And that's the type of the. I guess that's a long story short, but like, that's the type of thing I'm like where like if a teacher or if an authority figure after a certain point triggers me, that's when I lash out. You know what I mean?
I learned very early, whether intentionally or through a gut feeling, these teachers, these doctors, police officers, businessmen, presidents, whatever the case may be,
Yeah.
they're all just people. And I had this whole delusion as a child growing up that I was much more powerful than I actually was, for whatever reason that was.
Dude,
But
I think I
when
me rebelling was just sorry, but me rebelling was a byproduct of not having any power. So it was me trying to grasp any power I could have and mustered up.